All right. I am wearing a baseball cap. One of my other uh, shows I did on my other channel, I got a complaint saying I'm not listening to somebody wearing a baseball cap telling me the Bible. I'm thinking,
What does that have to do with
I
anything?
don't know. I do have another channel. I do Bible studies, and I'm going to start doing Bible studies in a reformed, I guess you could say Calvinistic um, mindset. So, Keeping It Real for Christ is my other channel. I'll list it on my um, comments. So, yep. I'm wearing a baseball cap today because I like I said, I'm going to this barber, the $10 barber. You know what you get with a $10 barber?
$10 haircut?
Yeah, he butchered up my hair, worse than the guys in the military used to do. So now I'm gonna spend $25 to go to her hairstylist and tell her to fix it for me.
I have Saturday hair, no makeup and hair.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm Joey,
I'm Lori.
and we are Christ Centered Marriage and Family. We've been gone for a while. We've been doing our summer vacations. Uh, we went to Branson a couple times and Eureka Springs, and we like this place called Silver Dollar City. Those of you in Arkansas and Missouri and Oklahoma, I guess, or wherever, maybe Kentucky, Tennessee, Silver Dollar City, Branson. If you know what Branson is, Silver Dollar City, you know what we're talking about. But we've been getting season passes for Silver Dollar City, so we go there. It's just two of us, and sometimes our youngest boy goes. But he's at that age; he's too good for us, and he's too good to hang out with a bunch of old people. So anyway, we're gonna do something real quick here, and I got a show for next week or two planned out, and it's entitled "Enduring Hard Times in Marriage." It's a real good one, but I just want to do something short that it's on my mind. Uh, we're going to talk about the importance of doing things together in marriage. There are, and you can probably think of people. I know people too that they're married, but they don't do anything together. Every once in a while, you see them out together, and the husband goes his way, and the wife goes their way and her way, and they're content with that. But like, that's not good. You don't have to be together every single minute of the day. She's a school teacher, and I work as a mechanic, and she's going to go to church tomorrow by herself because I'm gonna probably have to do an emergency repair for a place called West Rock Coffee. I don't know if they have it wherever you're at. I don't know if they have West Rock Coffee, but we do mechanical repairs for them, and I may have to go do an emergency repair so they don't have to shut down their plant, and you guys can have your iced coffee and whatever they make. So that's a rare time, and I probably won't have to work any other Sundays the rest of the year. Um, she goes bowling on
Monday
Monday
nights.
night, and I go running. And I don't really have a lot of guy friends. I was in the Air Force, and every guy friend I ever had, they're gone away somewhere else. But we do things together. So we're going to talk about that. Before we do, this is our book. We're still working on getting publishing done.
Officially published.
Yes, we've submitted for publishing, and we're waiting back to make sure that everything's okay. We may have to make some adjustments or whatever, but here it is. That's our book to me. There it is. That's our picture there. Can y'all see that? Okay, there.
Mm-hmm.
That's our book. The One Flesh Union. Um, I wrote it. She edited it. I wrote it. She made it better.
I don't know
She
about
went through
that.
all the hard work of making sure all the
Periods are in the right place.
yeah all
Hopefully I
the
didn't miss anything.
grammatical stuff. So I'm gonna put this on my website, and I'll put this in the comments. If you want to buy this, let us know, and we will keep you informed when it's out. The One Flesh Union, the key to understanding the covenant of marriage according to the Bible. This is not a book that's going to talk about um, how to solve problems in marriage, or I mean, it does, but this book is basically, what does the Bible say about marriage? What is the Christian concept of marriage? And I was inspired to write this book after a couple years ago we went to a Christian marriage conference. The Weekend to Remember, Family Life. We've been twice, and we heard about the one flesh union, and we first heard the concept of Christ-centered marriage, and we like, this stuff is something we've never heard before, especially in churches. And it's a shame that churches don't really teach you what the Bible's version of marriage is. They tell you to, you know,
Don't have sex before you're married.
and don't get divorced. And
Don't get
whatever else.
divorced. And wives submit to your husband. That's
But-
about it.
I'm gonna read table of contents. Chapter 1, the covenant of marriage. And that's all in Genesis. Chapter 2, what does Jesus say about marriage? And mainly Matthew 19. And if you think about, okay, Matthew 19. Okay, so you got that in your mind. Chapter 3, marriage as the picture of the gospel. And it's Colossians and Ephesians chapter 5. And then do not be unequally yoked. That's chapter 4, where we look at what Paul says into the Corinthians. You know, you can Corinthians chapter 6 and 14, I believe, and 7. Chapter 5, Peter's writing on marriage. Chapter 6, do not deprive one another. It is what you think it is. Chapter 7, an excellent wife who can find. In the conclusion, we talk about the three chord union. And I have some references, some other things at the end of the book. So anyways, but we will keep you informed whenever our book is finally published and it's out. Hopefully it's going to be on Amazon, Kindle app, hard copy,
Hard copy and the ebook.
ebook. Yes.
And we're just waiting on them to tell us that all the margins are right and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So
It's coming, folks. It's coming.
hopefully.
And I
Hopefully
hope
in the next few weeks. So
it's 100 page. So
it's not a huge read.
it's not a book. It's not like a little small handbook, but it's something that you can take a couple weeks or a month or so. And I have questions in it. So if you want to use this as a small group study or even a Sunday school class or a marriage devotional book, it's a lot of uses for this book.
Yep.
Anything else to add to that?
I think so.
Okay, so let's get going here. So today we're going to talk about the importance of doing things together in your marriage. And look, I'm not going to say who it is, but there's a Reformed podcaster that I like. Don't agree with everything, and I listened to one of his podcasts today. Didn't agree with everything he said. But he talking about he harping on the husband should do this and the wife should do that, and this is the man's role and the wife's role, and all that stuff's good. But there's more to that. There's more to that's your role and that's my role, and this is what the Bible says, this and that. You got to have some enjoyment in your marriage. You got to have some fulfillment. And your marriage has got to have meaning other than the husband does this and the wife does that, you know. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So one of the things we have been blessed with in our marriage is that we like to do things together. And we don't just say, okay, today we are going to go on a date. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We haven't been on a date in a while. So we're going to go on a date so we can check the block. No, we like to do things together. Starting at the beginning of our marriage, we were committed to being a husband and wife and family to do things together.
When the three boys were younger, we would go on weekend trips and vacations together. Even when we just stayed home for the weekend, we would spend time doing things together at home, such as playing board games or watching movies. We played a lot of board games.
Board games. Man, we could play Risk for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, they played Risk. I didn't play Risk.
She played it sometime.
My teacher brain was like, I don't want to think that hard. But our top priority as a family was our faith in Jesus Christ. We put serving Jesus and church involvement above other things. The boys knew that we served Jesus Christ. It was part of our life and their life. They also knew that we wanted to spend time with them, and that was an important part of our life as well.
But now that the boys are for the most part out of the house, we still have one that he is 18, so he's a part-timer. He's in and out of the house, but he still lives here. Lori and I were virtually empty nesters. And we got Carter, that's a college guy, but he does his own thing.
Yeah.
We have still found ways to make the best of our time. We don't sit around the house and isolate ourselves from each other. We do sit around sometimes, but we do, hey, we ain't been out in a couple of days. Let's go do something. We get out and do things. And we do stay home. We try to do things together and sit on the couch and watch a TV show. Plus, we have new friendships at our church, and we have been doing things with other friends at our church, and we've been, excuse me, we've been giving our new empty nester couples things. We've been, doing friends with the other. I'm trying to say we found other empty nesters that we
Mm,
can hang out with.
mm,
So we were in a new phase in our life, and God continually. We were in a phase where we were doing things with the kids. Now we got grandkids too.
mm.
We're in a new phase. So God has continually blessed us in our marriage.
Yeah. One of the things that happens in marriages is the husband and wife get caught up in day-to-day routines and don't find time to do things together or just lose interest in doing things together. You become two individuals instead of two united as one. Doing things together is critical to the survival of the marriage. We've listed a few things you can do to keep your marriage fun, interesting, and healthy.
Yeah, go to bed together. You know, there's a lot of marriages that um, the physical relationship thing is lacking, or they're having problems. They don't know how to fix it. One of the things we've learned from our books we read and going to those marriage conferences and Ryan and Celia Frederick, the Fierce Marriage, is that going to bed together. You know, sometimes, most of the time, we go to bed and we get sleep, but we're together. That's something we do together. And it wasn't always like that up until about a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to bed and she'd be up, or she'd go to bed and I'd be up. That was an everyday thing. We would almost never go to bed together. And you may think, well, my marriage is like that too. You as a husband or wife, you and your wife or your husband may not go to bed together. You should. You should, whether the husband or the wife say, okay, let's go to bed. Whatever it is you think you need to do, put the phone down, put the TV down, put the book down, whatever it is you think is more important at 10:45 at night, stop and go to bed. Now, I like to go to bed at a good time, 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
5:30 in the morning comes early.
The older I get, the later I can't stay up anymore. I got to go to bed. I
Well,
used to stay up till he'd go to bed like at 9, and I'd be up till 10 or 11.
all right, take the next topic.
Greet each other in the morning when you come home from work. Acknowledge each other's presence. Hugs, kisses. Those things are important to keep going.
And you know what's important about that is, you know, it just breaks the routine. Just, hey, there he is. Hey, I'm home. Okay, hey, it just kind of lets you refocus. Oh, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad. Well, greet each other. It breaks the monotonous. It kind of, what I'm trying to say.
Well, you
What am I
just
trying to say?
acknowledge each other,
Yeah.
and if you don't do that, then you're just like you're still living as separate people.
Or you're stuck in a rut.
Yeah.
You know. Sit with each other during the day, maybe on the couch. You know what? I like doing these videos with her. I can do it by myself. She can do it by herself, but it means more when we do it together. We are giving you an example of married, a husband and wife doing things together, making this video right here. Uh, Sit down on the couch together, watch a TV show. When we first look, we're going through phases in our life, in our marriage. A couple years ago, we went through a phase where we picked an hour at the end of the night where we sat down on the couch and we read a marriage devotion and we talked to each other. It was weird at first.
Mm-hmm.
It was awkward, but we learned a lot and we grew a lot. Now we can just sit down by each other and watch a TV show. And before that, we wouldn't sit down and watch a TV show. We wouldn't do it. I don't know why, but it's just the way marriage is. You may think, well, we don't do that here in our marriage. Yeah, well, try it. I would say if you're not at that point where you're sitting down with each other at night, you probably need to do the whole talk. Find out what kind of issues might be going on, what kind of barriers you need to break. Get a good marriage devotion. Find a way to talk to each other. You probably don't sit with each other because you don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you know how to do. So you got to get there first. Um, yeah, when we watch TV show last year, we went through the X-Files series, and now we're going through a show called Numbers. Show from about 10 years ago with a guy named Rob Morrow, Joel Fleshman in a different show.
Yeah.
All you know, Northern Exposure fans will get that reference.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, next topic.
So you eat dinner together. Have that one time every day where you both sit down and at the table and eat dinner. No matter if you talk or not, it is another time when you both are together doing something. And we sit down every single night and eat dinner together unless we go out to eat. But rarely, maybe on a Sunday night or something, when we're kind of chilling on the couch anyway and order a pizza or something, we might sit on the couch and eat. But every other night, we're sitting at the dinner table eating. I mean, we might talk about the day. We might just sit and eat, but we're sitting at the table together every night.
There are probably times when we were just fix something to eat. We'd all sit around the living room, or she'd be over here and I'd be over there, and the boys be somewhere else. That's another time at the dinner table where you can get together. We don't have time for breakfast or lunch because our lunches are
We're
she's
at
at
work.
school and I'm at work, and she leaves a different time than I do. Well, we don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast,
Yeah.
but even if we did, I would either drink a shake on the way to work or because I leave at 6:30, so we don't really have time to sit down and eat breakfast. I'm
I'm
running
one of
out the
those.
door.
I'm one of those weird runners to where I don't kind of snack and don't eat big meals until the end of the day, and she's doing an intermittent fasting thing. So we're not health food nuts, but we don't eat breakfast together. If you do that, it's fine. Do it together. Okay, get out of the house sometimes on Friday or Saturday or whatever it is, and go to a restaurant or see a movie. Something that we about a month ago. I told her we're starting a new trend. I was driving on a work trip, and I passed by this hole in the wall place in a town, 500 people population town. And I was like, we're going to go there. So I took her to this place in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas. It was a great restaurant. It was good. So it's like going on a restaurant adventure. um, and it don't, what your date night doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be something fancy. Every once in a while, I'll make a reservation at a place in Little Rock, and we'll go there and have a good
Yeah.
time. Or go to a movie if that's your thing, or whatever it is. She likes to go bowling. We ain't been bowling in a while, but that's stuff we used to do. One of our go-to date night is a average restaurant, nothing fancy, but no, not McDonald's. And then the bookstore. We got a bookstore in North Little Rock, Arkansas, that has a Starbucks. You may have one like that too, Books a Million or Barnes and Noble, whatever it is. And then we like to go there and get us a Starbucks and walk around the bookstore.
Yep.
Or Thursday night, usually we go to a Starbucks down the street. So get out and do things together. All right. What's the next?
Let's see. We played board games together. We did that when the boys were here,
Mm-hmm.
but we've gotten away from it. We've got a lot of games in the closet over there that hadn't been touched in a while. But we got us a new friend couple at our church, and we went over to their house not too long ago, and we played some games with them, and we bought one of the games they played with us. We bought one, and now we
Sequence.
play it
I don't know if you
together.
ever played Sequence. It's got like Connect Four, but with playing cards.
Yeah,
Sequence.
I never heard of it till we played it over there. So now we bought one, and so we play that sometimes.
Yep. And find different things to do. Find different things to do together. Hey, do Bible studies together. If you're churchgoers, if you're Christian, I hope you are. If you're not, you should be. Do Bible studies together. Uh, plan vacations. I like vacations. Some people don't do them. I guess there's married couples that just don't do it. I don't know why they just don't have time or don't plan it, but can't afford it. Put money aside. Put money aside. Don't max out your credit cards to do it, but put money aside. Maybe find a way to make payments on, not with credit cards, but a couple times we went to Pensacola Beach. We stayed at this big swanky resort,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna do it again. And I made installments on this resort, so I didn't have to pay it all up front. But we like to make plans and do
Even
things
if it's
together.
just a weekend thing,
Yeah.
we have
Yep.
a lot of places here that's just within an hour or two of where we live, and we'll just go do a weekend thing once in a while. So you can just do that
Go on
too.
adventures. With the boys, we used to take them to Arkansas has a lot of state parks with mountains and different picnic areas and things to do, and we used to do that. And
Yeah.
go to hot springs and amusement parks. Uh, Even if you're an empty nester like we are, Still do things together. Don't sit around and mope. Oh, the kids are gone. We don't have anything to do. That should be a fun part of your life. No matter what stage of your life, the marriage you're in, you should find time to enjoy each other. You got anything else to add I missed?
Uh, well, the most important one is going to church together.
Yeah,
Let's go to church together.
yeah. Go to church together. And we've been through phases of that too. Um, we just left a church. It was a bigger church, and nothing against that, but it was about a 30-minute drive, and the boys was with us up until a year ago, and all the boys have decided to move off to different churches. So Lori and we're going to a new church. It's Reformed church, more like Reformed Baptist. And if you're not Reformed Baptist, we're not disparaging you. What we think you should be. We think you should be. If you don't go to a Reformed church, we're not going to disparage you, but we think you should. But anyway,
let's check into it.
Yeah. But church involvement is very important to us. And this new church we go to, I mean, literally, it's 5 minutes, 3 miles down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people that I know that was from the Air Force, and she's got some teacher friend connections, and we're making some new connections there. And I'm in two men's Bible studies, and she's in a women's Bible study, and we're about to be in a couple of small group studies. So we got a lot going on there, and that really helps us stay involved together with good church community around us. Having a church community is important for your marriage, because if you're struggling, especially the church we're going to, if we're struggling, somebody's going to know it. Somebody's going to recognize it. Somebody's going to jump in there and say, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
And one of the best things about this church is our involvement in this church is beneficial to us spiritually and as a couple. It's not busyness.
Yeah.
It's not showing up for 15 meetings every week. And
it doesn't wear us out.
So it's a good involvement.
Yeah. If your church is wearing you out, you might need to reevaluate that. And sometimes you just got to say no. It may make some people mad, because you may be that one couple that the church goes to. That's one of the reasons why we left the
been there, done that.
That's the church that we left. There's about 400 people, and we don't need to be the ones that does 7 things at the church. So anyway, do you have anything else? We're about to wrap this up.
I guess so.
Well, we'd like to hear from you. Let us know, what do you do as a husband and wife that has helped you in your marriage? What are some of your routines and some of the weekend things that you do, or the daily activities that you do to enjoy each other? Please comment if you feel free to share, or anything you don't like, you can comment that too. Well, we like to hear from you. Like always, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Let us know, what are some things that you do to keep your marriage interesting, and look for our book. It's going to be out soon. We'll keep you updated on that. So, hey, thank you for watching this show, and God bless you, and we'll see you next time.